Hey, good morning. So I'm out here in my favorite desert spot. That's my thinking rock right there. It's where I come out here and I just do some thinking, otherwise known as meditation, without the humming. You know, today's the first day that I really felt unstuck and free to just do what I want to do and recreate myself. And I feel like that is the point of our life, is to enjoy the growth. And when I wasn't enjoying the growth, it's because I wasn't growing, right? And so you have to get someplace towards, the negative side of things, meaning you're just not, you're just kind of like, blah, don't know, nothing's going the way I want it to go. You have to go there to start asking yourself a better question. What do I want? How do I want to be free in the world? How do I want to express myself? How do I want to reinvent myself and be creative? Like, I'm 54 right now and just getting started. Like, I really feel like I'm just getting started to tap into the potential that's just been lying dormant, waiting for me to tap into it. And it's not to say I haven't been growing. And I think as you hear me talking about my own personal experience, you're probably relating to your own personal experience, because it's not like we just sit here and do nothing, right? We're busy. We were at one point, taking care of our early lives and our families and our loved ones and whatever that meant, building a career or, just becoming more authentic, finding our voice, using our personal power, discovering where our strengths lie. And then, you get to a certain point, it's like, well, I'm not doing what I used to do because it's not necessary anymore. I've done that. It's not that interesting. I want to do something more. And so that's where we all are. That's where I am today. And I think that is the mission of all of us right now, especially in the world when things are never going to be normal. So what's the new normal look like? Who are we now? Who are we becoming? Who are we being forced to become? Because, a diamond doesn't become a diamond without pressure, right? So there's some pressure on us to do something different and act a different way and learn to find personal satisfaction with our lives in a very different way than we've found it before. And so, like making a living or staying close to our loved ones or taking on different responsibilities in the home that we didn't have before, maybe homeschooling the kids or whatever happens to be right now. Reinventing ourselves, so important. And for a lot of, many times when I found myself in a place where I wasn't all that thrilled with my own personal progression, and so therefore I wasn't enjoying the growth, I found that I was telling myself a story of, well, I started this thing, so I have to finish it. And I can't take a sharp left right now because I put so much time and effort into what I was building. I had a fitness boot camp, and then I got sick and I had to let it go. And it was just heartbreaking to me because the meaning I added to letting it go wasn't about enjoying the growth. It was about what I lost. So it was a heartbreaker, right? And I put so much time and effort into it, and it was really starting to grow, but it wasn't saleable, so I couldn't sell it to somebody, and I didn't make a profit. I just walked away and landed myself in bed, with about 2 hours of energy every day, right? Until I rehabbed my gut and figured it out. And then I went to work for a big box gym in fitness, couldn't deliver a sustainable product. So then I decided that I could probably do it better on my own, and it was just such a fantastic experience to go out and open my own brick and mortar and teach. Well, it was a fitness workout because that's always the hook, right? I don't like my body, so I need diet and exercise. But it was more about discovering for myself why people quit. Where's the stress coming from? Why is the self-worth low? What stories are they telling themselves, And then I got into life coaching. So like the progression of my life, it always ended with, or it started with enthusiasm and ended with, I'm not growing anymore. I've got all the information I need. Now I need to grow, right? So that's what we're doing. Don't be afraid to take a sharp left if you need to. Don't be afraid to stop what you started. I had a conversation with somebody that wanted to be a writer, and he said to me, You know, I get as far as a chapter on a book, and then I can't make myself write more. I was like, well, then that chapter was all you needed to do because it was for you. It's not for the world. You're not trying to change the world. You're trying to grow, and you're trying to enjoy the growth. So that chapter was for you. It was interesting while it lasted, and when it's not interesting anymore, shift. Do something different. And I am saying this on the other side of my need to shift, right? So this is just part of being a human, right? I had a 7th grade science teacher that called us human becomings. I was like, yes, I get that. It's probably the only thing I took away from his science class. But Mr. Sundin hit a note with me when he said, we are human becomings. I was like, that's who I am. I know that for sure. At that age, I knew that for sure, that I was always going to be on this path of personal progression, because that is how we reach our potential. We don't reach it in a day. We're not looking for stardom. We're not waiting for someone to hear us and find us and know us. We're looking to do that for ourselves. I need to know me, and this is how I want to express it so I can see myself more clearly. Honestly, I do think that is what the duck lip craze was all about when selfies first became a thing. It's like doing the duck lips. It's like, can I see myself? I'm trying to see what I look like. Who am I? What do I want? You know, who am I? What do I want? And how am I going to get there? What am I going to do that's more like me? How can I be more authentic? How can I shine my light? That's the question we're all asking. How am I going to shine my light? How am I going to do something that makes me go, yes, that feels good because it's who I am? Right? It's who I am. It's how I live. It's what I do. And you can't be something you're not. You can't do it like everybody else. And giving yourself permission to be creative, to do this the way your intuition tells you to do it. Honestly, you know, it's nice to copy other people, but you need to go inward and ask yourself, how would I do it? That's when your light shines. That's when your excitement shows up. That's when your zest takes off. That's when your engine revs. That's when you're on fire. That's when you're living fired up, right? It's like, oh yeah, that's how I would do it. That's so fun. I love that. So yeah, today's IGTV is give yourself permission to shift. Just do it. See what happens. You may not even know. You're like, yeah, but it's so far from what I do or what I built or what I said I was, all about. It's so far from that. It doesn't matter. Do it anyway. Doesn't matter. Like maybe you start, building paper airplanes and it turns into a business. Like maybe you just make children happy. Maybe you're, just quietly painting in your back office in the little corner that you've set aside for painting, and it's all yours. We get very caught up in trying to make an impact in the world, or getting stuck in the rat race thinking that you're missing your calling. Not so. Not if you're actually doing what you love to do. So keep, prospecting that out. What is it that you love to do? What's your favorite thing? What would you be doing if you had free time? And then make free time. Honestly, I'll do another IGTV on how to make free time, because you have to reverse engineer your day's schedule. You can't keep doing what you've always done and get something new. So you got to re-engineer that. But right now, you just need to give yourself permission to shift, do something different, to open up, let yourself be free. Stop trying to do it just right. Just let it be whatever it's going to be. No one's watching anyway. That was like my favorite aha moment when I was talking to like a YouTube professional and I was in the hot seat and there were 3,000 people watching on this virtual webinar. And I volunteered to have my YouTube channel looked at, and it was so funny because I'm like, okay, well, I'm not in fitness anymore. I'm really focused on, online coaching, etc. And he's like, do what you want. Nobody's watching anyway. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yep, you're right. Nobody's watching anyway. Like 200 subscribers is like, they're so busy and distracted with other things in their life. They're not watching what I'm doing. They couldn't care less, you know, and if I did shift, it's probably for the better and they'd appreciate it. So who cares? Just be you, right? What have we got to lose? You got nothing to lose. Just be you. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the growth. Yeah. Just be free. Get out there and do what you were born to do just because it's fun. Okay. Thanks for watching. Go out there and amaze yourself and talk to you soon.